Something is wrong with Senator John Fetterman, and he seems to be a risk to both himself and those around him. And I don't just mean he's become more right-wing ever since his stroke back in 2022. Both his past and present staff say that he is unrecognizable, that he seems to be prone to conspiratorial thinking or megalomania. In fact, his former chief of staff actually wrote a letter to the doctor that oversaw his treatment after his stroke with grave concerns. In that letter, he describes how he doesn't know if Fetterman is taking his prescribed medication. He's regularly skipping checkups from his doctors and has gotten to the point where he is texting while speeding, answering FaceTimes in the car, or reading entire news articles while driving a vehicle. In fact, a month after that letter was sent by his chief of staff, Fetterman got into a car accident going well over the speed limit on I-70, and his wife, who was in the back seat, suffered a pulmonary contusion and spinal fractures. Now, Fetterman claims that he just fell asleep at the wheel, but this is a pattern that people are starting to point out. Back in 2023, it was reported to his staff that he had walked out into oncoming traffic and was nearly hit by a car. A short time after that, a Senate doctor reported to his staff that Fetterman had walked into groups of people by the underground trolleys that run between the Capitol and the congressional buildings. Fetterman is a large human being. Him walking in and knocking people over by a trolley is extremely dangerous, especially if he is not there cognitively to recognize what he's doing. Now, Fetterman insists he's in good health, and these are just stories from disgruntled former staffers. But I do believe the American people, as well as his constituents in Pennsylvania, deserve to know if he is all there, because he seems to be a far different person than the man they elected.